Hello, beautiful people. Well, I did another video to the intro to this. For whatever reason, it didn't take. So what we're doing today is we're canning green beans. We're pressure canning them. I think it's about 5 pounds of green beans. We're going to pressure can them in pint jars. That's our preferred size jar. You can do quarts. Quarts are 25 minutes. Pints, which what we're doing today, is 20 minutes. So I prefer to snap mine in half. Some people like them, just snap the ends off and then keep them long. I like to snap ours in half. We like ours about yay big. So that's just what we prefer. The processing time doesn't change. So let's get started, y'all. Canning green beans. Woohoo! All right. So it's just under 6 pounds. It's like 5 and something. So time to start. Got these good and clean. So it's time to get started. Okay, you see how it's getting full. Now just there. Let's go. And I'm gonna put like maybe 1 or 2 more in there. Want to make sure, because you got to keep in mind that when you pressure can it, they do shrink. The product shrinks. That's been my biggest challenge doing pickles, which are coming up soon. Is when you do the pickle spears, you have to kind of do them a little higher than the rim because they're going to shrink when they process. So that's been my biggest challenge, is remembering to cut them the proper lengths when I'm doing the pickle spears. So again, you have to make sure you are stuffing it in there. I'm gonna try one more. Yeah, I feel like that's good. So I'm gonna finish these up and come back to the next step. Alright, so we got our first batch here, 6. I already got 1 in there, so it'll hold 7. The 16 quart will hold 7 wide mouth pints. So this is our first round. I already took the funnel off and I already wiped the rims and everything. I'm just double checking. Well, I haven't wiped the rims. Let me rephrase that. So I'm filling it with filtered water. We have a Berkey, so I use that. But if you want to buy like a gallon of purified water at the store, whatever, that's fine too. So we're just going to go in here. And a lot of times when you start debubbling it and all that, the water level goes down, then you just add to it. Oop. Yeah, like this one. Oop, that one came over there. That one might be a little overloaded. Okay. Let me top these off. This one. Alright. Oh, hang on. I'm forgetting myself. Hang on. And like I said, for these pints, you can do 1/8 of a teaspoon, or no. I don't put anything in them. I prefer them without the salt, and then add the salt when I'm cooking them. So, all right. These are going on. tight in the canner. Okay, I'm missing the lid. Oh, rim. Hang on one second. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna try to make you dizzy, but hold on. Okay, so we're gonna I put my 3 quarts of water in here already. I'm just gonna put a splash of vinegar. And all that does, that keeps the mineral deposits off your jars, so that way they're pretty. So if you have a cold product, you start with cold water, vice versa. So we have cold water in there. I poured cold water in the jars. You can start heating the water up and put hot water in if you want to, but I just didn't bother. I don't do that very often. So if you remember, if you've seen any of my other videos, one second. You got your arrow. And if you look, I don't know if you can see it, you can kind of see the arrow right there. So you're going to line them up like so. Then close. And then we're going to put it on high to start until we get the steaming. And we're going to let that start steaming. And once that starts a steady stream, then we're going to time it for 10 minutes and then we're going to put the weight on. So we'll be back. Okay, now that we got a steady stream going, we're going to let this vent for 10 minutes and then we're going to put the gauge on. I don't know if you can see this better. We're just under 6 minutes left before we put the weighted gauge on. After we do that, we're going to process them for 20 minutes. Alright, just a reminder, this is what it looks like when it starts rocking and what it sounds like. Alright, so I removed it from the heat and just moved it over. And we're just going to let the pressure fall or release or whatever, however you say it. And then we'll take them out and see what they look like. Oh, they're already pinging. Ooh, those look so nice. Here we go. Oh, did you hear that? That's what it's supposed to sound like, people. Beautiful. Look at that. Nice. Awesome. Yep. Nice. See how they shrink a little bit? That's why you have to fill them up so much. That's my problem with pickles. I always forget to do that. Okay, well, that's about it. I got another batch to put in. So, here we go. So about 6 pounds and 3 pounds make about 6 pints. So I guess look at it that way. Beautiful.